Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Todd, Southern Sipper, coming to you. I'm on the back patio on a beautiful Friday afternoon. I had planned on doing a gummy review tonight, but work got me screwed up. City thought it'd be a good idea. We had events planned all week, and the city thought it'd be a good idea to block the road coming down to us for paving purposes, and never just but didn't bother to let anybody know they were going to do it. They just showed up, and it just kind of threw monkey wrenches in everything that we were trying to do. So didn't get home when I was supposed to get home and all that good stuff. Now I've got some lights out here on the patio, so I can light it up a little bit. We'll see how that works this evening, if that is conducive to filming. Now it's going to rain tomorrow, so gummy review tomorrow, and if it's raining too much, that's going to happen in the new indoor filming spot, which coincidentally looks which is just in the damn window. I can see it right there. You can't. Which is going to just look out over the patio, but it's the back end of the house. Nobody goes back there, and it's quiet. So we're gonna find out how that works. But today, I'd be lying to you, be a bold-faced lie if I told you I was looking forward to this. Now, I'm doing this review because my buddy at work, Earl, brought me this beer, and he admitted to me that he had kind of forgotten the story I told him about this beer, and got excited about it because I gave him one of the Even More Jesuses that I reviewed earlier. I absolutely love that beer, and this beer coincidentally is brewed by the same place, Westbrook Brewing in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, which is just right across the river from Charleston. Now, you may ask yourself, what the hell is he talking about? Well, here it is. It is a Mexican cake. The story behind this one is in 2011 they were having an anniversary thing at the brewery, and they wanted to brew up something special, so they came up with this thing. Now it's an imperial stout with cocoa nibs and habanero peppers, and if they just stopped right there, I'd have probably been a humongous fan of this thing. However, they felt the need to drop cinnamon sticks in it, and I don't like cinnamon. Outside just like little bits in apple pie, or something, and I do like pumpkin pie, It takes a little bit of cinnamon there. You got to go moderate on it. I've had some beers with it in there, and it's one of those things that I've yet to find one that was even remotely pleasant. Now, I'll finish this story up. I've had this once before. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'll show off my little glass. It says Kudu Coffee and Craft Beer and Westbrook. And I'll tell you holy crap, how I came to be in, so I got in trouble on one video because somebody wanted to see the pour. Well, there it is. I mean, let's face it, boys and girls, if you like imperial stouts, man, that right there should excite you. It should. And if I didn't already know what was coming, it would excite me too. But unfortunately, I hope that maybe they tweak this thing. With much trepidation, we will proceed. Oh no. I just don't like it. That cinnamon just turns it into potpourri. If any of you out there are married, or you got girlfriends, or you just like to go in a place like, I think the name of it is Michael's or something, and they sell all sorts of little tchotchkes, and there's all potpourris and things in there, and the whole place just smells like that. That's what this tastes like, with a little bit of a milk stout on the back end. So here's what I'm going to do. It's out in the open. I don't like it because it'd be an absolute lie if I told you. Oh God, if I told you I did, I just don't. So, in order to avoid just bashing Westbrook, because I've been to that brewery. It's a great brewery. They brew some really good beer in there, and that Even More Jesus. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna link that review because that one makes me giddy. They brew that. It's a contract thing with somebody called Evil Twin, but I've been there, man. They brew good beer, and apparently I'm the outlier with not liking this, because if you go to their website, the link will be in the description in this, there must be a dozen or more iterations of this Mexican cake, barrel-aged Mexican cake, rum barrel-aged Mexican cake. I could say sometimes, man, my juvenile sense of humor, I got to remember I'm on damn YouTube, and I'm monetized. Don't make any real money, but I am monetized. I'd like to keep it that way. The things I could pop out right now, what's going through this brain would get me in a little trouble. Anyway, there's just a gazillion of them. I was shocked when I was scrolling down through it. But I just really wanted like that. It just looks so good. I can tell that the Imperial Stout base is great, but it's just the cinnamon. But what happened? The whole story, where I came actually into this Teku glass. I tell you what, just for grins, I'll put a link in the description for these glasses. If anybody wants to go out and search up one of these, they're pretty nice little glasses. If you like your proper glassware. And I am a bit of a geek when it comes to that. I'm not as bad as some people I know, but during Charleston Beer Week, don't remember the year. I lived there for 9 years, almost 10, and loved Beer Week. Man, I love Beer Week so much. It was actually 8 days because there's so damn many breweries and so damn many venues that want to participate. So they made it 8 days. And I'd look at the calendar, and they do 3 or 4 events a day, and I'd be like, talking to my liver, hang in there, little buddy. You can do it. You got it. But there was an event, and Westbrook Brewing was there with their stuff, and I think there might have been a couple of other breweries, and it was all draft, and they were giving away, if you bought, I don't know, something. I can't really look. I'm old, and it's been a few years ago. You get the Teku glass, okay? I went for glass. I'm a sucker for swag at those kinds of events. So I went, and of course, Mrs. Sipper, who really does not like beer at all, always take her, and she gets a glass too. So I got a pair. And everybody was walking around, drinking a beer, and they were all with the pinkies up. Oh, you must try the Mexican cake. It's just divine. So I piled up over there and got a glass of it, and then off in the bushes, poured it out, and I went and rinsed my glass out. I couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. I'm not going to finish this one. Now, I told my buddy Earl that story, and I gave him the Even More Jesus when I told him the story. And then he went searching for some more Even More Jesus, and he forgot that it was Mexican cake, and he saw the Westbrook Imperial Stout cans, bought them, got really excited, and brought me one of them. And he told me when he gave it to me, he said, you can do with what you want, but I'm pretty sure that this is the one you told me you didn't like. And he tried it, didn't like it either. So maybe him and I are the two outliers on this. I don't know. But it is 10.5% ABV. I'm sure I mentioned it's got cinnamon sticks, habanero, cocoa nibs, and it's an imperial stout. It has all the potential in the world. I can promise you if they would brew this without the cinnamon in it, I'd be all over it. Right around the corner from Westbrook in Mount Pleasant was a brewery called Ghost Monkey. I can only assume they're still open, but I think they quit brewing a beer that I just loved. It was a stout, a milk stout with cayenne, and it was just a perfect amount of cayenne, just a little burn on the back of the throat. It was just delicious. Called Ginger Maid, but I don't like spices in my beer, so I asked the barkeep about it. You know, I said, tell me about the Ginger Maid before I order it, and he said, oh, it's the dude that brews that's a redhead. So pour me up one there, Jeeves. And it was fantastic, and every time I was in Mount Pleasant, I made a point to go by there, but then after a while, it just was not available. So I think they might have quit brewing it. I don't know, but that's a shame, because that beer was great. But I have exhausted my efforts on looking for anything different to say about this beer. If you like adjunct flavors, and cinnamon being one of them, or if you like some of these spiced ales, I don't like. If you notice, I made it through the holidays. I didn't do a pumpkin ale. Not doing it because I don't like them. If that's your thing and you like that, then by all means look for this. Because I mean, to be perfectly honest, it is really well done. It could be, if not, it's just me, a beautiful beer. So, with all that being said, I'm going to wrap this thing up, and I'm going to tell you why right now, because I'm about to fire up. I'm going to smoke some cheese for Mrs. Sipper to take to a Christmas event, of which I shall not be attending. And she wants to take some smoked cheddar, so I'm going to smoke her up some cheddar. Going to smoke me a little bit too while I'm in there. And you know, I like to say that if you hear me burp, it means it's good. Yeah, sometimes. Anyway, so I got to get that rolling, and that's going to take me a few minutes. So I'm going to wrap this pig up and tell everybody, it's like I always do, you know, please like and subscribe, leave comments. I always read all the comments, and enjoy your adult malted beverages responsibly.